Hello, LegendAqua here, back with my favorite mobile gaming tier list, this time of July 2020. So, there have been a few changes with the games I've been playing, obviously, that's why I'm making this video. But, firstly, and lastly I suppose, would be that the last time I did this tier list, I kind of went all over the place. So, with that, I'll start off with the games I've quit, and then the games that I've obviously started playing new, and then demotions and promotions. Let's just go with that. So, games I've quit. That would be Sengoku Asuka Zero. That's one of them, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Sengoku Asuka Zero, I think it's just me just going through all my dailies, but then I couldn't be bothered with the gameplay because Slime actually takes care of that gameplay wise. So yeah, it kind of got the shaft because of that. And so Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I don't know, I just stopped logging in, and that just got to the point of it's kind of just there. So yeah, I just deleted one day and just, yeah, it's gone. So, next up will be the games that I've picked up. And the first one that showed up would be Alice. And what do I think about it? Well, I did a first impressions on it, and I did find it okay. And the thing is, with the collaboration that's gonna keep showing up, I'll be kind of interested. Gameplay wise, it's I could maybe get used to it. Animation's good, but yeah. In terms of how much I'm playing, this is pretty much turned to my Sengoku Asuka Zero, where I just pretty much log in and that's about it. Not to mention the guild hours that I was in pretty much kicked me out, so I'm pretty much a lone wolf when I'm playing this game, so I'll do what I can single player wise, but I don't think any guilds will like me, I think. So to that end, Alice is a B for me. I know there's a good game in there, I definitely know it. The biggest problem is I just don't put in the investment, so it's technically my problem. And next up would be Tales of Crestoria. Okay, so this... okay, I didn't show this off in my first impressions of Tales of Crestoria, but the thing is, Tales of Crestoria has a lot of bugs, and I do mean a lot of bugs. I did find a way around it, to the point that I need to, for emulator play, anyways, you need to put your cores to 1. That will solve most of the crashing. So that's what I did, and because my BlueStacks core is at 1, because I made another instance just for Tales of Crestoria, just so that I can play and grind it, and because of that, the already somewhat slow gameplay is even slower due to the animation and everything. Do I still find it bad? Well, not completely. It does have its charms and everything, and for the most part the event that I did, it's Bandai Namco. There's a lot of grinding to do, but for what it's worth, animation-wise as well as gameplay-wise, I do like it, even though it's slow. That's why it's getting a C. So, that will do it for that. Lastly would be promotions and demotions. Is there any? Let's start with the only demotion for me, and that would be 7 Deadly Sins. You're going down to A, because for what it's worth, this is more or less the global devs thing, and the thing is, I can say this because I'm not in the program or whatever, and to be honest, I don't really care. And it's just the global devs, as well as the release of the banners, are being really greedy, money hungry in a ways, because I did that little joke video about Attack on Titan's collab coming out extremely early. I kind of meant it. Like it was there for bait, and for that I just, what they're doing right now, especially with from what I've heard, Lost Vein Meliodas leaks are coming out on global as well. It's just, they're doing this, one, extremely quickly, and two, they are baiting people a lot, because I called it on their joke video that I did, that the Attack on Titan collab is bait for Lost Vein Meliodas once that shows up. It just, I had to bring that video out there because of that, because I knew something like that was going to happen. I kind of know this because Senran New Lake does that all the time with the collabs. Yeah, so to that end, I still like all the gameplay stuff that Seven Deadly Sins does, but in terms of the extremely quick progress on what Global's trying to do, as well as the bait banners that keep showing up, it's getting tiring for free-to-play players, considering I am one of them. So yeah. Oh, trust me, in my opinion, if both the gameplay as well as the content was bad, it will be probably demoted down to a C, but I will give Seven Deadly Sins some grace because of its many strengths that it really does have, so I'll put it up to an A. But it still gets demoted from S, that's a definite. So, promotions? Well, here's the most unlikely one. Black Clover gets a B. I'm not kidding, because ever since I got Nero / Secret Swallowtail from those gacha pulls, I actually started getting really into the game. Like, I wanted to level up my Secret up to level 100 and then build up a team with that kind of thing. I looked up guides and everything. In other words, I got really invested into the game ever since I got Secret. And considering now I know how it works, as well as how Black Clover's banners work, where essentially you just need to gather 90k of black jewels, and then you can pretty much get the guaranteed character from that banner. Like, no spooks, no nothing. Once you reach step 7, you'll get that character. I find that really good. And savings wise, since I save a lot, it's actually pretty quick. It's in similar regards to Index Imaginary Fest, which I need to bring up because Index Imaginary Fest gets the upgrade, gets the promotion, because obviously I've been playing Index for quite a while now, but it's not. It's in similar regards to Black Clover, where I started to get really invested towards it. This is the same thing, but it took me a while. For me, Black Clover, I looked up guides and everything, but for Index Imaginary Fest, there are no guides. So I had to do this. By myself to figure out how, some Index YouTubers, which there are really not a lot of, how they got so many Gekida stones. And I figured it out, finally. And because of that cycle, I started to get really into it. I started investing into my characters that I had, how the game economy works and everything. It just clicked with me. So within similar regards, the Black Clover mobile game, as well as Index Imaginary Fest, because I got so invested in towards it, they were easy promotions. Not to mention, both are really free-to-play friendly games. They actually are. Not to mention the fact that I think I said this in a previous tier list, but what was it, the Index Imaginary Fest developers or the creator of this game was inspired by Princess Connect. It kind of makes sense now. Okay, so I think that's all the promotions there are. I'm as kind of shocked as you are as to the promotions and demotions, to be perfectly honest. And I'll say this, Hero Kantare, like this is the last thing, there's no changes for Hero Kantare, but I'll say this. Hero Kantare was on thin ice. It still is on thin ice, but the thing is, because the God of High School is currently airing right now, and I got really invested towards the God of High School, that kept me from not quitting Hero Kantare because it's got God of High School characters in it. That's like the only saving grace right now. I'm not too sure what's going to happen after the God of High School finishes. We'll see. So that's my tier list for July 2020. Comment below on my changes, whether they're interesting or like if you're surprised as I am with these changes. And that will do it. With that, LA out.